What's up, everybody? It's Bill from High Volume Games, and welcome to Tuesday Night Play on Friday. It was a little too hot in the New England area to be doing videos with the lights on and the air conditioner off on Tuesday, so we waited. The rains came. The weather is good now. We are here getting ready for a fun stream. Today, obviously by my attire, we are playing the wonderful History Maker Hoops. No, not really. Today we are playing, from Play Now, one of my favorites, Aviatrix 37. We are going to be playing this flying game where you try to recreate Amelia Earhart's path around the world from Oakland to Oakland with a bunch of stops in between, and we are going to see how we do tonight. So with that being said, let's get over to the actual screen that we're going to use. I think that is it. I can't really see. I'm going to take the goggles off. That's the first thing. The goggles are going to come up here. I still can't see. So there we go. All right. What's up, guys? Okay, so we have Aviatrix 37 put up here. Let me move my mouse. We have our score sheet, our flight log. We have our boards. We are currently stationed in Oakland. Now look at how pretty these boards are. Sam at Play Now did a wonderful job on this game. It honestly is one of the best looking games that I have ever played. All these different boards look like postcards and kind of take you on this journey that we're about to take. So as I said, we're sitting at Oakland Airport, which is now Oakland International, but it was Oakland Airport then. We're in a Boeing 247. So if you watch my stream, which was Bill's Day Off episode 2, we did the Lockheed Electra, and we went around the world in less than 30 days. I think half the time I was saying, no, we're not going to make it, but we did. So the difference between the Lockheed Electra and there's two differences between the Lockheed Electra and the Boeing, and that is in flight. If you roll a 5 or 6 on the Lockheed Electra, you can either choose to go 5 or 6 spaces and get damage, or conserve and take 2. With the Boeing, it's 4, 5, and 6. So that means we're either going to be pushing this plane to the point where we're going to have possible lot of damage, or we're going to have to be conservative. The other thing, and this is a good one, is that landings, when you're at 0 damage, or there's 5 good rolls for a good landing, and 1 for 1 with damage. So we get a little better odds that we're going to have a good landing. So that's just always nice. So, like I said, we've got our flight log. Now, our flight log has all these squares on them. Every 2 hours is marked down with something. We're either traveling, we're sleeping, we're refueling, we're repairing. So there's 360 squares for this 30-day adventure. If we can get around the world in 30 days, 360 of these blocks, we get $100,000. So there's 160 of these hexagon-shaped things. If we went direct route, 160. So all we got to do is get 160 spaces in 360 turns. Come on now, we got that. But it's not that simple. Like I said, there's issues with fueling. There's issues with taking off, in-flight damage, landing damage. Resting could be an issue. You could get food poisoning. You could get government red tape. There is so many things that are trying to hold you back from getting there. And we're going to try to push through and make it around the world. So, with that being said, Hotel Victor Alpha 47 is ready for takeoff. And we are underway. So, we have 5 die for our Boeing 247. We're going to kind of put one on the back burner because that we need that for landing. You always want to have one for your landing. So we're really trying to figure out how far we can get on these 4 die. Do we want to stop early at Burbank? Do we want to go to Tucson? Or can we really stretch it out and go for New Orleans? So we're going to roll our first die and we're going to see. So we take off, and unfortunately we're only going to take off with a 1. So we're not going to get very far right off the bat. So what you do is, okay, we roll the 1. We fill in a 1. And we move our guy. Now, because we are in a colored space, we got yellow for desert, green for land, and blue for water. We are in the fly low section. We haven't gotten to that cruising altitude yet, so it may be harder for us to get going. And in this case, if we roll a 5 or a 6, we not only are not going to move anywhere, but we may cause damage to our plane. So our next roll is another 1, but that's okay because that's going to get us to our cruising altitude. The only problem is we've used 2 of our 4 main dice, and we have not gotten far. So we either need a really good roll here at Burbank, or we need a really good roll right here, or we are going to Burbank. And we get a 6, which means we can either go 6, which would actually put us into Tucson, but we'd have to roll a damage roll, or we could get a 2, land in Burbank, refuel, and get back out there. And I think that's what we're going to do. That's maybe a bad choice, but that's okay. Who's flying? Who's in the front seat and who's in the back seat telling me I made a wrong decision? No. So we're actually going to land. Let's butter this first landing, right? Okay, so we have no damage, so 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 would be a good landing. And we got a 1. So there we go. Quick, easy trip to Burbank. I've actually landed in Burbank on Flight Sim. Didn't mean to, though. When I was doing a flight out of San Diego, and I think it was going to Whiteman Airport in Los Angeles, and it is on basically the same heading as Burbank, and yep, I landed in Burbank accidentally. So, if you have decided to fly with me today, good luck to you. Alright, so, because we haven't gone long enough that we really need to sleep, we're legit just going to fuel up and get out. We roll a 5. Unfortunately, there's going to be a short delay in fuel. And so we have to take 2 spaces. So it was 4 hours of refueling. So it is now noontime on the first day, and we are going to be leaving Burbank. So we got our 5 die again. We're going to roll the takeoff roll. Okay, it's a 5, so we can either choose to go 2 or 5. 5, we would cause possible damage. So we're just going to get up in the air, take that 2. Our second roll. That was another 5. I don't feel any need to really push yet, so we'll go 2. We may just land in Tucson because we got Uh, we got 3 die to go. It's a long way to New Orleans. We could catch this wind and get a break, but okay, it's another 5. Boy, I'm rolling the 5s. We could take the 2, go to the wind, which would give us back a die, but now then we're still 2 die away from a very long thing. The smart choice is to just land in Tucson. We have no damage. We're just gonna roll, and let's see. Hold on for a second while I'm gonna write my 3 5s in a row. That was pretty easy to remember. And we just rolled a 2 for a nice smooth landing. So there we go. We have left California. We are in Arizona. And okay. So now we're at 10 p.m. Is it? Okay, so it's 8 p.m. on Tuesday. Oh, yeah, on Tuesday. Yeah, on the first day. We're coming up on this check for health. Um, so if you haven't rested in the last 9 moves, then we would have to roll a health check. Actually, I think that's in the air. Yeah, that's in the air. We're not in the air, but we will be if we were just to take off. So what you have to do is you would roll, and if you rolled the 1, there would be bad news. So we're gonna we're gonna rest here. We're gonna roll a 3. Somebody's beeping their horn, so that we're gonna get a nice, sweet 8 hours sleep. So sleep, 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 sleep. They're gonna refuel the plane now. Uh-oh. And that's actually what it says. I rolled a 6 and it's an uh-oh. So we got a fueling uh-oh. It's a 2 though. Fuel shortage. Fly with 4 fuel dice or take a 6 block delay. It's interesting. I think we'll do it. We'll just go with the 4 fuel dice. It's 7 spots away to New Orleans. So we are gonna hit the fuel spot. Okay. So we didn't get. It's kind of like NASCAR. We didn't get all of the fuel in there. We have fuel shortage. We're only gonna roll with 4, so this die is off limits. This die is gonna be our landing die. We gotta get 7 out of these 3. So our takeoff is a 5. So we could go 5 and then roll for a damage, or we could just go 2. I think we're okay. We're rolling 2 on this one. Our second die is a 3. That's the one we needed. Okay, 1, 2, 3. So with this roll, anything but a 1 would be great. However, if we roll a 3, we'll be rolling with damage because 2 consecutive 3s or 4s will get you damage. We rolled a 2. That's what we wanted. We're going to land in New Orleans and roll our landing roll. And it's a 2. Safe, smooth like butter. So it's 2, 3, then 2 with a 2 for landing. And we are in New Orleans. Okay. So far, smooth flight. Started off a little slow, but we've done pretty well. We are. Now, the last time we slept was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or 5 blocks. I think we are gonna 8, 6, 7, 8, 9. I would. We'll see. Unfortunately, because we have to spend time fueling, we're gonna sleep. And we roll the 4, so another 8 hours of sleep. And we're gonna refuel. Unfortunately, it's going to be a short delay on the refuel, so we have to take another 2-hour block off. We are just starting day 3. We are in New Orleans. We are on our way to either Miami or San Juan. We now have our 5 die back. So here we go. And we roll a 6, so we'll just take 2, and we have moved on to the second page. We roll a 3. That is good. We're 3 away from Miami. We have 3 die left. It's a long way between Miami and San Juan, so I definitely think we're gonna park. Only a 1. That makes it a little scary. 3 and then 1. We gotta hit something with a 2 here. And we got a 3. That's okay. That'll get us into Miami. And we roll our last roll for just to make sure the landing is good, and it is good with a 3. So 3 and a 3. And when you land, take off, or anything else, that consecutive 3s or 4s doesn't apply. So just because our last one was a 3 and then we went in and landed with a 3, that doesn't do anything. All right, so it's been unfortunately 7 rolls since our, but actually that's good. It's been 7 unless we have a long unless we have a long fuel, we should be fine getting. So we're gonna fuel. It's fine. So we'll have 5 spaces till our fuel or our health check. So we're good. Okay, so we are good. We're taking off, going to San Juan. Maybe if we can stretch it. Is it Carapito, Venezuela? So, but we have to start looking at if we get damage. We have to watch these airports because we were all running on these. See these numbers on the bottom of the cards are blocks of hours. So if you were to have damage in Tucson, which is a 4, and you rolled a 1, it would take 4 blocks of time to fix your item. If you rolled a 5, it would take 20 blocks. So a 4 isn't a bad one, but if you're talking Carapito, that's 15 blocks. So if you rolled a 4, you have to take 60 blocks of time off your thing. And we just talked about 360 in a 160 square thing. 60 blocks, you're taking out 1/6 of your game right there. So we have to be wary of where we're landing now. Okay, so we start off with a 6. We're just going to go 2. Because I honestly think San Juan is probably our better option, just in case we have to. We got 3. So we go 2 and then 3. We're 3 away. We're 5 away from Venezuela. We roll a 4. We're just gonna go right into San Juan, and then roll for the landing, which is a 5, and that's okay. Okay. So with that being said, now we're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We've not slept in 24 hours. We're going to sleep before this health check. So here we go. It's a 1. That's beautiful. There was no fluffy cats telling them to wake up and feed them. That's right, Penny, I said it. So we're going to refuel. And it's 4, which is fine. Okay. So we're going to take off. It's day 4, or 8 o'clock. Or, yeah, 8 o'clock. No damage so far. I just screwed myself saying that, but that's okay. We're going to roll a 2. Good start. We're on page 3 now. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more to is it Paramaribo? Yep. Paramaribo Suriname. Roll a 2, that's okay. Roll a 3, that's great. So now anything but a 1 would get us in. It's a 2. Perfect, perfect, perfect start. Unfortunately, our landing did not. We got a little damage. So that's a 6 on the landing. Let's see what the damage is. It could be, we could luck out. We've been lucking out so far. 1, 2, and 3 would be 0 damage. 4 and 5 would be 1 damage. And a 6 could be catastrophe. Let's see. It's a 5. 1 damage. Landing gear. Underbelly. Let's write that in our flight notes. Landing gear. Damn. Or I should say DMG, because that didn't sound right when I said that. Do we want to... I think we're going to hold off on fixing it. Just because we're going to try to push this a little bit. It's so early on. Fortaleza is just a few spots away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 spots away. And it is a 4 versus Paramaribo's 9. Even if we wanted to push a little, what is NTL? Natal is right past Fortaleza, and that's a 6. So we're gonna go 1 damage. We're on this chart here, which is the 1 damage one. And we're gonna take off with a 3. Good start. 1, 2, 3. Actually, should I have slept there? Oh wait, no, I'm getting way ahead of myself. Okay, so we'll give that 3 away. I didn't refuel first off. So, do we want to sleep? Probably not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we would have to go through a health check, so we are going to sleep. We got a restless night. So 6 blocks. And we're going to fuel. Sorry about that. I was so excited to just take off that I almost took off with no fuel. Okay, so here we go. Day 5, right around 10 o'clock in the morning. Now we're going to take off. I wish I had that 3, though. I get a 6 with 1 damage. I want to take up so we can go 2 or 6. We'll go 2. That's okay. With 1 damage, you just don't want to roll a 1. Ever. The next one is a 1. We go nowhere. The next one is another 1. Oh crap. We may be turning back around to Paramaribo. Just to fuel. It's a 2. That would only really get... I mean, we would either have to crash land in Fortaleza or land in Paramaribo. So we're actually going to land in Paramaribo. And our landing is fine. So the question really comes now, okay, we made an attempt to land. And it didn't work for us. Do we try to go out again? Or do we fix that damage? I think we're going to go, once again, we're going to fuel up and go. And we got a 3, so it's a normal fuel up. We are less than 9 blocks from our last sleep. We roll a 6. So 2. 3. Yeah, I missed the sleep by 1. Thank goodness, because and a 2. So we're gonna be in Fortaleza. Let's just no, we rolled a 1 on our landing, so we will roll for damage. It's a 1 damage though, so minor tire damage, nothing that's gonna cause a damage for us. So that means we have made it to Fortaleza. Let me write the last one down. That was a 1, but no damage. 2, 3, 2, and then 1. Okay. So we're at Fortaleza. Now this is where we're going to make our repair because we only we're at a 4 block spot instead of a 9. Unfortunately, we're going to roll a 5, so that's 20 blocks. Going to go away now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 10, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20 for repair. Now, the good thing about that is you slept. There's no way you didn't sleep in the last 40 hours. So, so you slept. Now we just got to roll for fuel. We rolled a 1. A-okay. We are now... So we're sitting at Fortaleza in Brazil, is it? Yep. We're in Brazil. Now that it's a little tricky here. Dakar is 12 spaces away. So we have to average basically 3. Now, what we can do is we can go into our book here and we can say, hey, I want extra fuel. This gives you extra dye to work with. It makes sense, over the last stretch of the Pacific Ocean. Now we're trying to cross the Atlantic Ocean. Trade-off is you are required to roll takeoff damage chart if you roll a 5 or a 6. You don't, on takeoff, get the damage avoidance option. So if we roll... So what we're basically saying is I would get this extra die and have 6 die. If I roll a 5 or 6, I have to roll for damage, no matter what. So that's the question. That's the thing. We're going to go for it. We're going to roll for extra fuel to get across the ocean. So here we go. And what do? We roll a 5. So the good news is we'll take 5 spaces. but we now roll for damage. So in-flight damage, let's go for a 1 or a 2 here. And it's a 2, engine vibration. That's not what I want to feel while I'm over the ocean, but okay. So 5, we luck out. 3, we are now... we're now 4 spots away from Dakar. Question is, how far is the next one? The next one, Gao. Is it just Gao? Because I think it is. Yep. Is just past this, so it would be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 away. 7 away, and we're still got 3 die. We got a 3, but now that means we're going to have to roll for damage. And also means we don't want to go... We don't want to land in the car because we'll be low, and we might... we might get some of the fly low issues, so let's roll for our damage. We got a tail rudder issue. Great. Because who wouldn't want some tail rudder issue as you're about to land? So that definitely makes my plan to go to Gao change, because it's a double-digit block issue, whereas Dakar is 2. So the next plan is to land in Dakar. It is a 6. We're going to take the 2 and head right to Dakar. And our landing with 1 damage. So we want a 2, 3, 4, 5. We roll the 5. So thank goodness. So we got 1 damage right there. We are now in Dakar. And we are going to... First up, I gotta move my over. We're now on page 4. Almost over to page 5. So we're gonna roll for our Gao was a 20 block. So even if I rolled a 1, we'd be taking 20 blocks to fix the damage. So we're gonna roll 1 to fix our damage, and we roll a 6. That's 24 blocks. Amazing. No, I wasn't doing the math. I was just saying something not so nice in my head. 9, 15, 21, 23. So see, we had one where it was 20 blocks. Now we've had one that's 24, so that 360 blocks versus the 160 spaces is starting to, shrink. But the good thing is, again, we've slept. It is now day 10. And we are going to roll for fuel. And it's good. We got good fuel. And we know we can go without sleeping because we just slept. So let's get going. We are... five spaces from Gao. And 10 from... Which one's that? See, this is when I get confused. This is Fort Lamé. Yeah, French Equatorial Africa. Okay. So we are going to go with our regular set of die. The extra die is back over here. And we take off with a 2. We roll the second die, and it's a 5. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4. I could take the 5, get into the wind. I mean, we've got a lot of airports past Gao. It's just, do we want to mess with damage? A 2 here would get me 6 spaces away with, again, the 3 die. And I'd have to average a couple. Let's push it a little. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to roll for damage and get the die back. And I course damage the plane with an engine issue. Yes! Engine. And we're high in the air. Okay, but we got an extra die back because we're now into the wind. We go 2. Okay. So we go 2. I would kind of like a 3 here. And I get a 6. Well, what I think I'm going to do is take a 2, and that puts me in the wind again. So I get the die back. I could still get a 3 and get down to Fort LeMay. What is ELF? ELF is El Fasher, Sudan. That's a possibility if we really needed it. And I roll a 2. Oh, that makes not a lick of sense. I guess we're going to go right in the middle between LeMay and El Fasher. I need a 3. I get a 5. I'll have to take the 5 because I have to go 3. So we'll roll the damage roll. It is tail rudder damage. Let me just look up one little thing. Okay, we're going to just go with that. I'm wondering, did I really need to take the damage? I think I do still, because I went more than 2. I have to. Someone can clarify that. I'm still going to take the damage, but... And, oh, our landing is not good. Our landing has, like, damage. So, we're already 2. Our landing is a damage. And our landing lucked out. We have a minor tail rudder wing issue. We already knew we had that. We're okay. So unfortunately, we're in Alpha Shear. Now that's not mean. That's not being mean. It's just that they're 9 number. The question is, with 2 damage, can I get to? Can I get to Khartoum? Which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spaces away with 2 damage. I mean, I'd have to roll 3s and 4s. I can't roll 1s and 2s. But let's try it. So we're gonna sleep first. Actually, really, do I have to? 1, 2. Yes, I do, because I'll hit a health check. Oh, and we have an on sleep. Oh, this trip is starting to. This trip is. Oh my god, my rest got an oh no. This is bad. We just hit 2 6s in a row, so we went from the rest roll To the rest, uh-oh roll. To the rest, oh no. Serious illness. Hospitalized. A die roll times 24 block delay. Now I really wish I had fuel. Repaired. Okay, now I am doing math. 3 times 24 is 72. 72 blocks are going to be taken off. 3, 9, 15, 21, 27, 33, 39, 45, 51, 57, 63, 69, 70, 71, 72 blocks. So that's 144 hours I had to be in the hospital. So that's 6 days? Yeah. 6 days in the hospital. So what are we going to do first? We're going to get back in the plane. 70. I just spent 6 days in Alpha Shear Hospital, and we refueled. I shouldn't have to sleep for like the next 3 days. All right, so this is now taking a turn here. We started off hot. We still have damage too. We still got 2 damage. Oh Lord. I am okay. I think this might be the time for the roll. Because now with the roll, you have a 10-sided die, but you still have only 6 choices. The thing is, if you get a 7, 8, 9, or 0, you get to choose what number you want. So that means where we can't have a 1 or a 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 0 gets us off the ground. So let's do it. And I roll a 1. Oh, this has turned so bad. So we go nowhere. Technically, we sort of taken off, but we've not gotten anywhere to the point where we're. And I roll a 1 again. So actually, that fills that, I think. Yeah. Okay, we got a 2. We're up in the air. Are we up in the air? Yes, we are. No, we're not. We're still in the same spot. One, 1, 2. None of them actually made us move. We're gonna a 6. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, let's do it. We're gonna go balls to the wall, and we're gonna take the 6 and land in Khartoum. And take a damage roll because we're already 2 damage. And it's a good damage roll. It's a minor structural damage. No, it's engine vibration. That's been doing that the whole time. Now we got to land though with 2 damage, which is a 3, 4, or 5. It's a 4. We made it. We made it. So we're actually okay. We're still at 2 damage here. We're in Khartoum. And we have two things we got. First of all, we have to think about something, and we have to, because we're getting to a point that's a really tough spot for me in my history with this game. So first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna roll our damage. You know what? We need to. We can't fly the rest of this plane with 2 damage. So we're gonna take 2 die. We're gonna roll them times 4 their blocks, and it's 7. So 7 times 4, 28 blocks go away. 3, 9, 15, 21, 27, 28. We slept during that time. We are going to fuel. Okay, so we are on middle of the day, day 19. We're only in Khartoum. Now the question is okay, we have MSW, which is Massawa in Ethiopia. We have my favorite place to eat. Oh no, it's not. Yeah, no. This is where I. My favorite place to eat, Assab, Ethiopia, because, and I say this only because I've literally hit food poisoning roll in Asaba twice. So that's why I say that. That's not, and it was like 2 consecutive games that I played where I did that. So also just my favorite place to crash is Karachi, which is the next one after that. So let's see where we're gonna. I feel like, can we stretch to Karachi? It's 16 spots, so we can either go 16 spots or we can go the 7 to Assab. So let's go. I think we'll just go. I think we'll just go to Assab. And I roll a 1, so we're low. So yeah, we're definitely not going to Karachi. We roll a 4, and 4 flying low is fine. Okay. Oh shoot, no. Do I want 4? No, hold on. Actually, oh, okay. In flight, okay. So 1 and then 1, 2, 3, 4. In flight, you have to do the 2 or 4 roll. Flying low, you just do the 1, or you just go 4. You don't have damage. Six, but we'll take the 2 and land in Assab. But I roll a 6 on the landing, so it's not going to be butter this time, because the one die I had did not hit. So let's see what this landing is going to look like. It's thankfully a little minor tail rudder wing damage, no damage at all, so we're good. It's just a little hard landing. Or when you see my Flight Sim 2020 videos that are upcoming, you will see that there will be some of those. And we had a 6 here. Okay. So we are going to, where are we at? We're at Assab. I'm going to hopefully just have a nice, I don't even think I need to sleep. Yeah, if we fuel normally, I should be fine, but I say that now, but let's fuel. And we have an uh-oh. One damage for engine electrical issue discovered while fueling. Okay, so we first have that. Then we have that. Now we still have to refuel again. So, and we have another short delay. So remember how I said I'd be fine with health check if we had a nice fuel? Yeah, we didn't have a nice fuel, so we're gonna be in. It's gonna be questionable because it's been. Yeah, we're gonna have to roll for health check at some point. We haven't had it so far, so let's pray. This has been this section here. Asab to Karachi has been the spot where I have had bad news the most. So I'm scared. Okay, 4. We have 1 damage. A 4 is fine for takeoff. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We got a 4, but we're going to take the 2. So we don't actually have the doubles. Five with 1 damage is still. I'm actually going to take the damage and go 5 because that puts us into Karachi. I would rather get there and have 2 damage than not get there at all. We're going to roll a landing with 2. Oh no, that was the damage roll. The damage roll in flight is a tail rudder. We are smashing the heck out of that tail rudder. So we're at 2 damage now going into the landing. As right now our plane has electrical issues and a tail rudder. And oh, we luck out. We rolled a 5. 1, 2, and 6 are bad. 2, 3, 4, and 5 are good. So we buttered that landing even with tail and rudder issues. We'll take it. Where'd you find? We had damage here, and we had the damage there. And we landed with. Okay. So we are here. We made it to Karachi. I'm happy. We gotta go over the mountains now. But we're got Calcutta coming up, but we gotta do some damage repair. I know we're getting late, but we have 2 damage. We're not gonna get very far without it. And unfortunately it's going to be 36 blocks. 5, 11, 17, 23, 29, 30, 31, 36. We're in the afternoon of day 23, and we are sitting here in Karachi, India. Is it Karachi, India? Yes. Okay. Okay, my friends, it's starting to look grim. Not for us. I mean, we're still we fixed our engines. We're good. It's just, yeah, will we beat the time frame? We had a nice fuel. And here we go. We're gonna go at least to Calcutta. What's right after Calcutta? Oh, there's actually a bunch of airports right after Calcutta, but I don't think we can really stretch it unless we hit wind. So let's go 5. We'll just take the. There we. I could 5 into the wind here, but again, we're caused damage already. Let's go to. 2. We'll put that into the wind. Unfortunately, so we're in the. We get our die back. Let's give me a 4. No, we'll roll another 2. Okay. This game was called How to Roll a 2. I would nail it. It's a 2. And we'll roll into the wind. Okay, pass the health check. Oh, that's right. Okay, I get it now. And I roll a 2, so let's go down. We're making our final descent into Calcutta. Oh, hold on. 2, 2. I've got the die back. 2, 2. With this. Old 2. Okay, no. I still have 1 die. Okay. I got nervous there. I thought it was like. Because, yeah, I rolled 1, 2. Once, twice, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And a roll of 4. The question is, can I hit a runway from 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, we can. So there we go. We're going to get into AKB, which is Burma. And let's just we're fine. We don't have damage. Let's just butter this landing. And we did. Good, because that's a 12 airport. So we have to sleep because we're coming up on a health check. We lucked out. Well, I don't know if I'd say we lucked out on 1 health check because we just before we got to the health check, we then had a 60-hour, or no, 100. How many days? 6-day thing, and then another one where we just made it. So we are not going to sleep well. We're going to get 6 sleep blocks. And we're going to fuel. Fine. All right, so we are at the end of day 24. We got Rangoon in front of us. We got Bangkok past that, and we got Singapore over to the far end of here. So we got Rangoon, Bangkok, and Singapore here. Then you go past that, we've got Bandung, Dutch East Indies. Indonesia's here. KPG is Kopang, Indonesia, and PWD is Port Darwin, Australia. And then it gets sketchy after that. But let's see what we can do. We don't have a lot of time, so we're gonna just go for it. Now we're starting off with a 3. Second roll is another 3, which causes us damage. But we're gonna go into the wind. So let's see what the damage roll is. Fine. Engine vibration. I'd be more nervous at this point if our engine wasn't vibrating. Okay. So 3-3, no damage. We got the die back, so that die is out. This die is still back with us. 2. 6. I could take the 2, but be way in the air. If I went 6, I could go on. If I take the 6, I would have, again, a damage roll, but I'd be way up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's roll for damage. And then get that die back. And we rolled the 1, so the oil leak is fine. So 6. So we're basically 4 away from either one. Either Bandung or Surabaya. No, I'm sorry. Is it? Yes. Okay, so we're 4 away, and we roll a 4, so we're just going to go right down, dive bomb. And we have no damage, so let's land this puppy. We landed it fine. Alright. Do we have to sleep? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9. Yes. We have to sleep, so let's do it. And I roll a 6. Son of a goat. Alright, let's see what the rest is going to be. Illness. Oh. We're ill again. And the option is to choice 2. We can either rest and recover, die times 6 block delay, or fly anyway, which will require health check. Next number of health icons. If we roll a 1, bad news. If I roll 6, we're pretty much done. We're gonna be, I think we're gonna push it. We're gonna roll health checks. Because if we go past, we're gonna be, we're gonna be almost on day 28, and we're still, at least with this, yeah, we may not make it, but we may make it. Who knows? Let's go. So I have to roll the next 6 health checks. If I roll a 1 on those 6 health checks, we're gonna do it. I have to re-roll my rest chart though, and I roll another. I rolled the same thing, so I guess I'm. Okay, so now I'm resting. I'm doing the 9. Okay. So there's 1, 2, and then sleep. And I now have to do the next 9 health checks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So basically, to the 30th day, we are either gonna make it or we're going down trying. All right, let's go. Three. Oh wait, that was just refuel actually. So let's go back. Let's go back. All right. 2. And we're gonna roll our health check. And we're okay. So 2. We're still pushing. 6. Now we'll just take the 2 and go into the wind. We get our die back. 1. Meh. Okay, 2, 2, 1. 4. That's going to get us into Copenhagen. Okay, in this case, we don't have to fuel or sleep because we've only been a couple away. We unfortunately have a double fuel. Let's go back out there. Day 26, noontime. 3. 1, 2, 3. Actually, let me move this over. Oh, we're going for lay? Oh, shoot. I'd known that. Actually, we might drop right down and go to Port Darwin because we're going to need probably some extra fuel. Because I got 3 die to make it all the way there. 1. Oh, I have a health check. Oh, no. That was, in fact, my health check. I just had some bad news. So just above Port Darwin, Australia, unfortunately, I have succumbed to my illness. And we have had bad news. So, well, kids, that's gonna be it. We started off hot, and unfortunately, that illness in Karachi. Was it the illness in Karachi, or was it no? No, I'm sorry. The illness was after Dakar. Yeah, that wiped us out. That put us behind, and then we had to go for the illness instead of sitting for 6. Oh yes, it was in Al Fashir. We got it ill, and so that ended it for us. And just over Port Darwin, I succumbed to my illnesses. My navigator was not able to get to the controls quick enough, and we had some bad news. All right, I'm going to switch over to our main screen again. Whoosh. Well, my friends, I wish we had better news for you. But I want to thank everybody for joining us on this special Friday night at play. Hope everyone has a great evening. Yeah. Wish we had better results, but that was still fun. That's what I love about this game, is that no matter if you win or you lose, there's always a story to it. And in our case, we were riding good, and then we got ill at Al Fashir. We got ill later on, and we tried to push it, and it just ended for us. So, I mean, that's why I really just love this game, because there's always a story. When you're playing other games, you might have great games with stories, and you might have, games that you just don't even remember, but there's always a story, and I even told a bunch in this episode. So, we'll definitely be back. We've got 2 other planes to try, and I even have a tinkering for like a multiplayer, like maybe do multiplanes on the same board at the same time. So I'm thinking about that, but we'll definitely get Aviatrix back out. If you want more information on Aviatrix, it will be in the description below. I hope you loved my getup. I do it all for you guys. Thank you all, and we'll see you next time. So next week I'm gonna change it. I figure August we're gonna get actually into the real schedule, which will be highlight week 1, wrestling week 2, baseball week 3, and variety week 4. But because we had to skip wrestling in June, the first Tuesday night at play in July, we will do wrestling, and then we'll do highlight, and then baseball, and then variety. So next week on Tuesday, we are going to do Face to the Mat with high volume wrestling using the 90s edition Wrestling America Federation. And maybe Commissioner Volume might show up. You never know. All right, everyone. Till then, I'll see you next time. Take care and have a great weekend. Bye now.